Well, Canada has signed on to the Global Sustainable Goals at the UN Summit in September. It's still early days for the new government in terms of how it's going to move forward on these goals, but it has said that it's going to put them at the center of its international development efforts, and also there would be links to climate change and to some of the other issues that the new Canadian government has set are priorities. The new government talks quite a bit about inclusive economic growth, tackling issues to do with poverty and inequality, creating jobs and opportunity for everybody, and that's very much at the heart of the new global goals. The new government also talks a lot about the relationship and the link between the economy and the environment, and about green growth and clean energy, and that's again very much embedded in the global goals. And finally, issues around diversity and accommodation and pluralism, good governance. These are also issues that figure prominently in the global goals, and these are also priorities that the current government has identified. But up till now, I would say that Canada actually lags in many areas in terms of its engagement on global sustainable development. I think you see that across the board in terms of Canada's private sector, in terms of our global education, in terms of the resources that we're currently delivering, in terms of philanthropy. So we look at in our report, we look at a range of areas where we think that Canada's engagement needs to be boosted. Well, in our view, it needs to be a societal effort. Government needs to lead, and there's much that government can do and needs to do, but one of the main things it needs to do is it needs to help enable civil society and the private sector, applied research to step up, to bring science to bear and innovation to bear, etc. So we look across a range of sectors that need to get involved and to engage to a greater degree if Canada is going to make a big contribution to the achievement of the global goals. 2030 is the end of the 15-year agenda for the new Sustainable Development Goals. So it was agreed the Millennium Development Goals were from 2000 to 2015. They achieved a lot, not enough, but they achieved quite a bit. And the new goals are to take the world forward from 2015 to 2030. So we have 15 years, to achieve these goals, but we need to get started now. I personally would recommend putting women and girls at the center of Canada's global development efforts for a variety of reasons. Partly because it's a basic equality right, but and partly because women and girls have not done as well across a range of indicators and lag in terms of their health and education and well-being, particularly affected by violence and conflict. But also we know that investing in women and girls pays the largest dividend in terms of economic and social development. And if you want to spend $1 or do one thing, I would focus on the health, education, participation, equality, protection of women and girls.